Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Otherwordly Fundraising Book Club, where tonight we're going to be talking about The Spellshop by Sarah Beth Durst. A little bit about who we are as Otherworldly Fundraising. We're a group of friends who decided to use our nerdy talents to help others. So every year, usually in September, we have one weekend where we do like a big virtual con with celebrity guests and lots of fun, exciting prizes to win for donations. And then throughout the rest of the year, we just every month try to have at least one stream just to keep our page active, keep the interest there, give you guys something to watch. So tonight we're here with your book club, and I'm Bex from Bookish Bex and the Cats. I am a book blogger, book reviewer. I mostly do stuff on Facebook under Bookish Bex and the Cats. I have a TikTok page that I'm sort of getting up and running and trying to get into, but I'm still working on that. I get kind of nervous when I'm on camera, so that's something I'm definitely working on. You guys want to introduce yourselves? Who wants to go first?
I'm Steph, and I'm a book blogger at Pages of Novels. I basically do I review a lot of I review books of all genres, but I tend to review more in the romance and fantasy romancy spaces.
Sweet.
Hi, I'm Hannah, also known as the Zebra Bimbo on different social medias, including YouTube, which I don't do too much of, but I probably should get back to that. I'm a photographer, casual journalist, and what else? Oh, I'm also a rare disease advocate and an avid reader, of course. I love reading, which is why I think we're all here.
I think it's our love of books that definitely brought us three together.
Absolutely.
Had you guys read anything by Sarah Beth Durst before?
I haven't. This was
No,
literally.
this is my first one.
Yep. This is the first time, so.
Sweet.
I believe she have a few other books too.
Yeah, she actually has quite a large back catalog, so she's written a lot of books. I had read a couple by her before this one, and then my in real life book club decided to read this one for one of our books in 2025, and I read it like 3 times before book club because I loved it so much. And I like read it and then couldn't get into anything else, so then I read it again. So yeah, and I immediately pre-ordered the second one. So yeah, and now I've been searching out all her other books because when I do that, when I love an author, I will go find all their other books to read.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And the second one in this series is already out, and then the third one is coming out later this year, like later this spring.
And it's almost spring.
I know. I'm so excited for that too. Yeah. I think one of the things I love the best about her books is like just the writing style. Like, so like the way she describes things and the words that she chooses to use. Like on the very first page in the second sentence, she uses the word defenestrated. And I actually had to look that up because I didn't know what it meant. It means like decapitated, like they cut off someone's head, but like I didn't know that. What a nice way to say it.
No, absolutely. So I am pulling up on my phone my notes app because I knew we were going to be discussing this book, so I wanted to like be prepared and whatnot. And half of my notes literally is just in all caps the imagery, because I'll just like have to stop and be like, damn, like so like I did slam poetry in high school, and it was really nailed into us of how you could always get more into detail. And I don't think that Sarah could get any more into detail. That, I mean, she probably could, but like it's
It's perfect.
You're
The way
literally
Yeah.
already inside. When they say like a book transports you places, I am literally on the island right now. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, and I want to go live there. Like I want to go live there and make jam and have a plant best friend and have a cat with wings. Oh, Brown Coat Kale says, who's my husband and our producer tonight, he says defenestration is my favorite word. Steve, when did you learn the word defenestration?
A long time ago. It was like a word of the day calendar or something.
Can you guys hear him?
The actual meaning, defenestration, means the throwing of a person or a thing out of a window.
Oh, okay. So it's not. Why did I think it was decapitation?
I don't know.
Okay, so they threw him out of a window. That's even better.
Oh my God.
All right. And then like the characters, like I got really into like Keela. She is me. And I feel, go ahead, Hannah. You said something about her that in our chat that I just adored.
So I was gonna just piggyback off of that. Absolutely. I found myself both represented by both Kayla and Kaz at like both different moments. I was like, I am both at once, just dependent on what's being said. And it's just the dialogue is incredible. The way like the back and forth between all the characters, just very very well written, very well thought out. It's like I feel like I could actually sit down, have coffee, get to know these characters.
Except that Keela wouldn't want to sit down and have coffee.
No, exactly. No.
She's like, you're a person. No, you're not a book. You're a person. I don't want to talk to you.
Maybe if I like went in for some jam, then maybe.
And if you wanted to talk about books, I'm sure.
I mean,
or libraries.
Easy enough thing to do.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely very autistic coded, I think is how you put it in the chat.
Oh, yes.
And I'm autistic myself, so I definitely connected with that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I do that. Like I like books way better than I like most people.
So a lot of the time, especially when what I notice is when people want to like claim an author as any type of neurodivergence, it feels like it's to the max, very forced, very embellished.
Yeah.
This felt so natural where I don't know if it was intentional or not. It's just like subconsciously there. And that's what I loved about it. Everything just felt so natural. And I was like, this is so autistic. Oh my God, this is autistic. Like, love.
Right, she never called her out as saying, oh, she's autistic. So it's not like she was like shoving that in your face. She's just different. She's just a book nerd.
I mean, what's wrong with that though? I mean,
it's perfect in my opinion.
Listen, I was just vibing. I was happy. I was just like, this is mine.
Me too. Steph, what are your thoughts?
Character that you just like want to be her best friend.
Yes.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
I could see the four of us, like you guys and me and Keela, all sitting and eating like toast with jam on it. Raspberry jam's my favorite, so we'll sit and have some raspberry jam. And Kaz has to be there too. I would love to have a sentient plant.
Kaz is not there. I'm not showing up. Like, meet both Kaz and Meep.
I love it. Yeah, Meep is cute.
I mean, Meep, but like, if I don't get Kaz's sarcasm, why am I even here? Like,
yeah.
Kaz could be my best friend. I'm a huge fan of banter, and I think we need to bring banter back between friends, because why have friends if you can't bounce off each other and laugh and not take life so seriously all the time? Because I mean, I'm anxious about everything. I mean, as well, but life is way too silly to be taken this seriously.
I agree. That's why we read cozy fantasy, though, right?
Yes.
Or cozy novels in general. Just cozy novels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I also want a mer horse. Like, if I could go ride a mer horse in the sea, I'd be happy for years just from one experience of that.
Like, that would be my dream.
Yeah.
I want to see a mer horse. Like, I feel like you could, like, I actually remember taking a specific note about this where I believed that Caltray could have something like a SeaWorld, but maybe more ethically run. And just like, you know how they have like the sea lion shows? I want to see a mer horse show so bad. Like, that's all I could imagine the whole time with the little mer horse herd. And I'm just like, there should be a SeaWorld here. This could be how like Caltray like financially supports itself.
Tourism.
Exactly. Who doesn't want to play with her?
Yeah, definitely. The tourism. Because like on the island, they talked about like there was a, mermaids, like merbabe, there was a merbaby, merpeople. And they have the, the mer horses. They've got the flying cats. There's lots of stuff to draw people to the island for tourism.
The views.
Yeah, the gorgeous views.
And the mountains and the woods and
yeah. I feel like we're on to something. We could help them develop their tourism. We could just go live there and run their board of tourism.
Absolutely. Sign us up. I would love, like, as long as I get my cinnamon rolls, which this one right here is probably not, I mean, it's going to be amazing because it's from one of my favorite bakeries. But
nice. Amazing.
I do want to try one of Bryn's cinnamon rolls, which leads me to another point. I think that this book would be perfect for, so you know the things like it's called it's like fork to, or film to fork, or fork to film or something.
No, I haven't heard of that.
Or I'm probably messing up like the wordage, but there's a thing where like you eat foods from a certain movie. I feel like you could
I've heard
like a thing, maybe like a high tea or like while reading the book.
Oh, what a fabulous idea. Yeah. Cinnamon rolls, raspberry jam, that like flaky pastry with the fish in it that she has in the very beginning.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
I could eggs, like fresh eggs. Because like in the morning when she first wakes up there, it was the next day. What's his name? The who's the mer horse farmer? Oh my god, I should know his name. Laren. Yeah, he brings her like some fresh eggs, which is so sweet. Yeah. I could go for that.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, grilled fish.
Fresh tomatoes.
I'm dreaming of that. I live where there's tons of snow, and I just want like a fresh tomato right from the garden. I'm gonna eat it like an apple. Like a mer horse. I'm just gonna cram it all in there.
I mean, it's fair.
Yeah.
I am very blessed to live in New England, so we do have a lot of snow.
Yeah.
And I'm actually like in Maine, so we have like the ocean too. And where I'm in Maine, they have an indoor farmers market year round.
Nice. Yeah.
It's really cool. So I'm always surrounded by like veggies and everything every Saturday morning, and it's kind of become my little ritual.
That's
like
really nice.
Farm stands, little bakeries. We even have like a winery set up there, like brings out certain wines. And like you can sample the wines too. So I'll just be like, it's not too early for a little sample of a wine slushie.
It's never. I mean, you just pretend it's a mimosa. It's fine. Yeah, you're good. We have a nice like indoor farmers market here. We're in like upstate New York, and we do have a indoor farmers market here, but it's smaller. They don't have like a ton of like of course there's like no really fresh stuff, like not the same as picking it out of the garden. But it's good. It's better than, going to the grocery store. Yeah, Brown Coat Cal says Maine is my favorite place. It is. It's his happy place. I've never been there, but I want to go. So we'll have to come visit you in person sometime.
Please come to Maine. I love it. It is. I must confess, I am a transplant. I grew up in Massachusetts, but Maine is so peaceful. I love it here. I still get to be in New England, and I mean,
yeah,
I get to be like both.
How far are you from the ocean? Like where you live? Can you get there quickly?
No, very quickly. I'm on the mid coast, so
Okay.
I'm like maybe 5-10 minute drive from the water personally.
Oh, amazing. Sweet. Yeah, Steve's happy place is Acadia. That's like his favorite place in the world.
Yeah, Acadia. Yeah. I have not actually been to Acadia yet. Which I know.
Yeah, but like it's hard for those of us, like I love hiking, but I have some like mobility and joint issues. So it is like a state park is great and they're fun and they're beautiful, but I have to be like in like on my best physical day ever in order to go. So I get it. Yeah. Oh, Kristen, our fearless leader, Kristen says, if you want tomatoes, there's only one place to go, the Garden State. Which, of course, yeah, of course. Yeah. I want tomatoes so I can feed them to mer horses, though.
Exactly. Does the Garden State have mer horses? No.
Yeah, Kristen, are there mer horses? and cute mer horse herders? Because I mean, I'm married, but I can look.
I mean, window shopping?
Right. Just because you're on a diet doesn't mean you can't read the menu. That's why I read a lot of romance novels. It's like reading the menu. Oh, Kristen says we don't have the beach, but there could be.
I mean,
we're gonna say yes. There are mer horses, so because they do have good tomatoes, so there's definitely mer horses if there's tomatoes.
Science.
She says we do have the beach. Okay, I was confused. Yep. So see, mer horses, absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
Confirmed.
Kristen says so. It not in so many words, but she implied. Yeah. Perfect. I don't want to spoil the ending for anyone, so we're not going to talk all the way to the end of the book, but I will give like a little synopsis about, Keela is a librarian in the big library in the city, and there's fighting. Of course, the emperor or king gets defenestrated, so apparently they threw him out the window.
Yeah, it's an emperor.
Okay, emperor. So they threw him out the window. And as one of the librarians in like this huge big library, she saves some of the books that she is responsible for, and her best friend Kaz, who is a sentient plant, and loads everything into a boat and just takes off across the ocean to an island where her parents used to own a house. So she goes to like stay in that house, and it's like a rundown, dilapidated cottage that no one's lived in for a long time. It's dirty, it's gross, it's dusty. She has to haul all these books up a staircase in the cliff to get them into the cottage, where she hides them because, of course, they're magical books, which people aren't supposed to have unless they are magic users, which she is not. She's just a librarian. Right? I think librarians are like the the most smartest people in the whole world. So they can find anything you want. But yeah, so and then she basically makes herself a new life on this island. And I love it. I love
Absolutely.
it
So, when I heard that this book was going to be about a librarian and magic, the first thing that popped in my head, and this was before I even started reading it, was where there's this, I think it was on Netflix, I don't know, there was this TV series or something that was like this secret society of magicians, but they were also librarians, and I
Is
can't
it
remember.
The Librarians?
I probably am.
I mean, it's a really good show.
But I just remember there was this one show, and it was like a bunch of librarians, and it was like this alchemy kind of magical.
Probably The Librarians. Probably. I'm gonna assume it's a good show.
Kristen also says there is no such thing as just a librarian, which kind of leads into like that's very true.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Of course, my aunt's a librarian, and like one of my friends is a librarian. So you know, I wanted to be a librarian, but I got through my bachelor's degree at college and decided I couldn't afford to go on for more.
Listen, my dream job is I would love to work at a bookstore during the day and be a concert photographer at night. And for some reason, that's just the dream I have. Will it happen? Probably not, because what's the chances of me owning and actually being able to sustain an actual indie bookstore? But it's a cool thought.
Well, if I ever win the lottery, my plan is to, you know, build a bookstore, own a bookstore. So I'll hire you. You can come work at my bookstore.
I want to like ride on one of those like rolling ladders.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'll probably totally not accidentally fall off of, but
yeah.
like,
well, it would be worth it, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. You know how at Barnes and Noble they always have the signs on the ladder that says like you're not supposed to, like it has a picture of Belle on the ladder from the movie Beauty and the Beast, and then like a big circle with the line through it, like do not. Someday I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna get kicked out of Barnes and Noble.
Lots of YouTube videos. I got kicked out of Barnes and Nobles, not clickbait.
Oh, Kristen says she worked at a bookstore. Okay, Kristen, here's the big question. Did you actually get out of the bookstore with a paycheck every week, or did you just spend the whole paycheck at the bookstore? Because that would be a problem for me. I've decided that reading books and buying books are two totally separate hobbies. You can see I have blurred my background, but this is all books. And it's only like half of the books in my living room. Like this is, and they're double stacked on the book. Oh, it's a total mess because I have so many.
I mean, you could get paid in books.
Ooh, smart. I don't need a paycheck, just books.
I'm sure like books are good enough. Like you can totally pay rent in books.
Kristen says, I used to make the rolling ladder move with me without getting down. How? And I had a little paycheck. Okay, it would be worth it just to ride on the ladder. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And like the staff picks.
Yeah.
That way you get to recommend like your favorite books to.
Oh yeah, I'd be sending people. I would be really good at selling books because people would leave with like stacks of my favorite books because I would be so good at making them want to read them. I think.
For sure. Yeah. So I've never actually did one of these, but I would totally want to set up like a blind date with a book.
Yeah.
One of these days I'll be courageous enough to actually pick one up, but
I'm tempted by those as well. The problem is that I buy so many books. I would be really scared it would be a book I already own.
Oh, that's so true.
So
Did not think about it.
yeah.
I
Although
do.
Kristen says she had a customer who would buy anything she recommended. That's
I mean, I probably
amazing.
would too.
They loved you. They loved your recommendations so much.
I would
Love
also
it.
trust Kristen's recommendations. So that
Me too. I do. She's always sending me book recs, and I basically put them all on my TBR. Every single one of them. Anything she recommends goes on my TBR.
literally.
Yeah. Can we talk about the romance between Keela and Jaren?
Yes.
Laren. Because it was so sweet, and she was so clueless that she just didn't realize that he liked her. It took forever.
I wanted to
For her to
literally, like, I wanted to, like, just shake her, being like, he likes you. It's like the way that they would talk over each other. Even like Kaz noticed it before, and Kaz.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, I remember like the very first time they were really interacting, and Kaz is like, okay, apparently neither one of you has ever had a conversation with another human before. So you talk, and then you talk, and then you talk again. I could just see him pointing with his leaves, like you talk, and then you talk.
No,
It cracked me up so
absolutely.
bad. I just sat here laughing.
Literally. It was,
and she kept
again,
getting mad at him. She'd
Sorry?
be like, "You're here. This is my space. Why do you keep coming?" And
because he's trying to be a friendly neighbor.
Because he likes you.
See how many times
Yeah,
I
it was
wrote
so
he
cute.
likes you. Like, let's see. Let's see how many times. This romance is so autistic, it hurts. I love it. And then later, I wrote, he likes you, you buffoon, in all caps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But I feel like it would.
It was so hard to read at times.
If he had figured it out any faster, I don't think it would have suited for them. Like the really slow start to the story worked for them.
The slow
Yeah,
burn.
it had to be that way. Yeah, it had to be that way. It was adorable, truly
It drove
adorable.
me crazy, but it worked perfectly.
Yeah, and I love cozy fiction. So this book, it's like perfect. It is like the perfect cozy novel to just settle in with when the rest of the world seems like it's too much. You just settle in, read your book, read about this couple who doesn't realize they're in love with each other, but are absolutely in love with each other, and scream at them. It's so relaxing.
I mean,
So relaxing.
not even just the romance aspect is like, this is just a super cozy book in general. I mean,
It is.
has very Stardew Valley energy, where like, yeah, you have the romance element, but everybody's so community knit, and I mean, it's just
Meddling community.
What's that?
it's all
You're
it's
the
just
meddling
all,
community.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so cute. It's just the whole book, the whole like, oh, she's got to rediscover who she is and build up this life on this island, and then they need help, so she's trying to help them. It's a feel good. It's definitely a feel good book. Absolutely.
For sure.
And a lot of Sarah Beth's, not all of them, but a lot of her books are sort of similar. I've read a bunch of her middle grade fiction because I like middle grade stuff as well. I read everything, like all age groups, basically all age groups, all genres. I'll read anything. And I really like a lot of her middle grade stuff. And a lot of that is also like a feel good, discover who you are, help others, make yourself a better person, that type of a book.
I can see that. I can't even call this a complaint. It was just an observation that I made. And again, without like bringing any spoilers, I'd say, for lack of a better term, I guess the villain or antagonist. I don't really want to say villain because it's not like your true villain.
Right. It's not that harsh. Yeah.
I feel like most villains in stories that are not like true villains, the archetype is to have a redemption arc.
Mhm.
I thought I was so against that redemption arc for like, and then I finally gave in at the very end. I was like, no.
Yeah.
And I was just
agree.
like, what, fine. Like, I guess, yeah, character development is cool, I guess. But I was so adamant just because of the way that like everything was written and how I thought I knew this character.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I really liked about this book is you think you going somewhere and then plot twist. Literally, like plot twist after plot twist after plot twist. You think you're gonna like you can predict something. No, you can't.
Yeah. There's certain things that are super obvious that do carry through, like the romance and stuff, but there's some stuff that happens that I did not see coming at all. And that's amazing. In a cozy fiction, it's very different.
It's like, oh, like everything was like, usually you'd expect something to be like so predictable. But I mean, like, yeah, you got your main story, which is again so predictable, but like, or your main romance story.
Yeah.
Like the amount of side quests that happen.
Yeah.
That's just.
I like the way you said that, side quests. I like it. It's a perfect way to explain it.
Oh, for sure.
Now, Steph, you have a special edition of the book, don't you?
Yeah. This is the Owl Crate special edition.
Oh my gosh.
That is so cool.
This is the back.
Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, look at the cats with the wings at the top. Oh, I love that.
This is the naked hardcover. This is the first. This is like the picture of Keela at her writing desk.
Wow.
This
is the back.
Oh my gosh, Keela!
Wow. Look how pretty.
So in the book, to give a little backstory for people who are not familiar, Keela has like kind of this blue, kind of shimmery skin with magenta freckles that come out in the sun and blue hair. And it's very almost like Pandora, like in the world, Pandora, like the world of Avatar, but more cozy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Because like obviously they're not everyone's human, right? So in the village there's a centaur, there's people who sound very like fawn like with like, fur on their bodies and antlers and stuff. So yeah.
No.
Yeah, so that's and Keela herself has blue skin.
You've got centaur. You mentioned the centaurs.
Yeah.
And like
oh, and someone had multiple sets of arms.
Yes, the harp player.
A harp player. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which would
Yeah,
be useful again if you play in a musical instrument.
Right? It'd be useful for anything. I mean, imagine how many books you could hold if you had an extra set of arms.
Exactly. How fast you can like reorganize your shelves.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. Yeah, definitely. That's amazing. And Steph, where did you say that book came from? That special edition? Sorry, I got you right as you took a sip of water.
This is from Owl Crate.
Owl Crate, that's right. Okay. So pretty. I want it. Wonder if I can find one somewhere.
How is the owl?
I don't know. It might be in there. It might be in their shop.
Yeah, sometimes if they have extras, they sell them individually, right?
I got it like 2 years ago when the book came out.
Yeah, I'm sure. Are they gonna have? Do they have special editions like Owl Crate
edition? Special edition of the second one as well. Yeah.
And are they? Do you know? Are they gonna do the third one? They probably do because they tend to do the whole series.
I would think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I bet even if they don't have it in their shop, I bet I could find one on like eBay or something. I bet I can.
Yeah.
Steve, did you hear that? I want one.
What?
The special editions.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, I do like that, you know, they have the sprayed edges. It's so pretty.
So that's
and then the second one, I think it's called The Greenhouse, which is Kaz's, like about the sorceress or the librarian who created Kaz. That one has green edges on the pages. And I believe the third one has to do with mer horses in the sea, and that one has blue edges on the pages.
Oh, I wonder if the third one is going to be like a futuristic thing, or if we're going to learn more about Laren's past. Because I would, maybe it's the fan fiction girly in me, because I like fiction, both of the reading and writing variety. But I like, as I was reading this, I was just planning on like, oh my goodness, like a great fan fiction would be like growing up on the island.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that would be cool. Although we know that he had, like, his parents were not nice people.
Yeah.
We do know that.
They talked about that. So like that could be part of his story about what happened and how he became the mer horse.
That would leave me heartbroken. That would be a bit of a
it could be a really hard something to read. I don't know. They might say something on, I should have looked it up. Let me see.
I mean, people like reading books like The Fault in Our Stars, and by people I mean me. I've got like every John Green book.
Right. So it's called Sea of Charms.
Ooh.
And oh no, it's about Marin, who is a supply runner with her own boat that she sails from island to island. One day she sails to Elysium and discovers the city is on fire. There's been a revolution and the empire has fallen. Her only companion is a sea serpent, Perry, who she saved from a fisher folk's net. Okay, it sounds just as adorable as the other two. Of course. Just as adorable. I want it. I've already pre-ordered it. It's coming. I'm getting it.
You see, in my silly little cozy little mind, I want a sequel of like, I wanted like a next generation. Then like I want Laren to teach a child how to raise the mer horses. That's the wholesome kind of content I want to read.
That'd be so sweet. Like maybe he and Keela can have a child, and then the child can take over the mer horses or something.
Literally bring me more mer horses.
Yeah. Yeah, more mer horse. More mer horse content, please.
Yeah.
Just like start demanding it.
We'll all, that's it. All three of us will write to Sarah and be like, more mer horse content. We demand it. Yeah, I'm in.
Manifested.
Now, I know that you guys have read some other cozy fiction, and I have your recommendations. So, who wants to go first and tell us what your cozy fictions are? And Steve will pop up pictures of your titles. Either of you?
Ooh.
Steph, should we do yours first?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Steve.
My first recommendation was Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. It has a pretty similar vibe to this book. If you play Dungeons and Dragons, you'll be pretty familiar with the main character being an orc and not wanting to and just looking for something new in her life. So she goes to this small town and she opens a coffee shop and teaches them about coffee. And then my second cozy fantasy recommendation was A Pirate's Life for Tea by Rebecca Thorne. And it follows people on it follows like people that own a tea shop, and then they have to go on an adventure. I would say it's part of a series, and I would say that like for cozy fantasy, these were definitely more action packed than cozy fantasy. Like it's still
okay.
The rest of the series, it's still classified as a cozy fantasy, but they're definitely like more on the action side of cozy fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice. Hannah, do you want to go next?
Sure. Awesome. So I went 2 different routes. So, full disclosure, I don't read too much cozy books as much as I definitely enjoyed this. I'm a bit more, I've gone down a bit more of the contemporary path. That being said, one of my favorite books from, I want to say either middle school or high school, was The Prophecy of the Stones by Flavia Bujor, which I believe she was 14 when she wrote that.
Oh, wow.
It's this really cool tale that goes between 2 different point of views. You have one of these point of views is from a fantasy aspect, and you've got their 3 girls named after different gemstones. You've got Jade, Opal, and Amber. And they're going on some sort of trek, I guess. And then the other point of view is you've got a girl named Joa, who is pretty much, she's like, for lack of a better term, dying in a hospital, basically. And her fight to survive is, so Joa's fight to survive is very much linked to the survival as well of the 3 girls going on their kind of Lord of the Rings-esque trail, which is really cool. It kind of like had that really cool contemporary yet fantasy kind of in and out of like 2 different perspectives, which I found really interesting. It was a really fast-paced read, probably just because I can't, like I just couldn't put it down, so that's probably why it became a fast read. But I've read it multiple times. It's amazing, and I mean, it's really no coincidence that the 3 girls, with the Jade, Opal, and Amber, if you take the first letter of each of those names, you get Joa, which is the main character, who's also the girl who's in the hospital. And then we've got a book that I've read more recently called Kick the Bucket, and I am considering this cozy because it is mainly set in Greece. And just the imagery was fantastic. It was very comedic, and I mean, there's maybe a bit of like some heavy subjects in there, but it's written with so much humor that, like, even say the subject of murder could be just lighthearted.
Oh yeah, it's all about cozy is all about how it makes you feel when you read it. So yeah.
No, it was like the amount of times where I've like quoted this book, and I've made different. So on like I got on the Amazon Kindle, and like if you have the Kindle Unlimited app or an Amazon Kindle or whichever, you can create different quotes. The amount of quotes that I have saved to my phone just from Kick the Bucket alone, and it's basically about this she's an ex hitman, I guess, an ex mercenary who got fired because she was too old. So, and after a series of unfortunate events, she ships it off to Greece to live with her grandparents. It also happens to be where she grew up. Of course, drama follows her there. And so does a very handsome man who happens to, well, I don't want to spoil it, but it's very comedic, very, like, it's very Greek. A chicken is also involved.
I love it.
Portrayed as the rogue chicken that Keela has in the Spellshop, but yeah, I guess those are the two that immediately.
I love it. Steve, can you pop up mine?
Yeah, well, we're gonna go back for just a second.
Okay.
To here, and then I am going to pop up a comment.
Okay. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah, Ken agrees. I don't know. Yeah. Says I should get a copy of Legends and Lattes for Ventus Fit because his community is the lattes. And it sounds cute too. Nice. Very nice.
That's fair.
And then Metallic Phoenix wants to say hi to Hannah.
Hello.
Amazing.
Now we'll
do Bex. So mine are a little bit different because for me, cozy fiction is all about how it makes you feel when you read it. So I have the Monk and Robot novellas. So there's two novellas. The first one is a Psalm for the Wild Built. The second one is a Prayer for the Crown Shy. And they're technically science fiction. And they're about a previous monk and a robot who kind of join up and travel around, and the monk creates like a tea cart and he makes tea and does like a whole tea ceremony for people as they travel through the countryside. And it's, you know, it's about discovering yourself and who you are for him and the robot. And in these books, like robots are like forbidden technology from before. So it's just very different. And then Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune it's a kind of a queer cozy romance. And I mean, I love queer fiction. So this one is about like what happens after you die. And so there's this businessman whose whole life was about work, just work in this corporate little office. And then he just suddenly dies. And the Grim Reaper comes and gets him at his funeral, where he's very confused about what's going on. And he brings him to this tea shop, another tea shop, where people basically are there to like basically accept the fact that they are dead and, you know, find out more about themselves before they go on to their afterlife. And there's a you know, a nice there's a queer romance in there, which is amazing. And then How to Survive Camping, The Man with No Shadow. This is the first book in this new series. The second one is coming out in a couple of months, and I'm super excited. Now it's cozy horror, which I know doesn't sound like, and it's actually marketed as cozy horror, and I know it doesn't sound like those two words should ever go together.
I was going to
it really, really does. Because it's all about how it makes you feel when you read it. So yes, there's horrible, horrific creatures and people getting eaten by, you know, cryptids or whatever. and this person has to like commit murder and whatnot to keep their campground safe, but it's all told from the perspective of the owner of the campground, who has rules to help keep the campers safe. Like, don't buy ice from the children that don't have a wagon. Don't follow the mysterious lights that appear in the woods. And if the man with the skull cup offers you a drink, you must accept it or you will die a gruesome death. And they all know these rules before they come and stay in the campground. But of course, people break the rules and stuff happens. And it's just told with such humor, and I really like the main character is just, she's hilarious, and how she deals with everything happening, and just it was adorable. It's so hard to describe, but I promise it is not horror. It is definitely cozy horror, and I think everyone who likes cozy fiction should give that one a try. And then, of course, All Systems Red by Martha Wells is the first book in the Murderbot Diaries. If you haven't read it or watched the TV show on Apple, I believe it's on Apple TV, it's adorable. Yes, his name is Murderbot. Yes, he kills people, but his internal the robot, like
It's
his
like cozy sci-fi.
yeah, it's like cozy sci-fi, and like his like internal monologue of Murderbot is just makes me laugh. He's so sarcastic. He is so neurodivergent coded that he reminded me a little bit of Keela, because he's like, just let me watch my TV shows. I don't want to have to talk to anybody. Like it just is so on point for me. I have devoured the whole series. And I have special editions of the series coming from the Broken Spine hopefully this week. So I have them all, and I recommend them to everybody. So those are my recommendations. And I see we have a comment from Canna R. Grace again. Says, "Oh, cozy horror is my jam." Yes. I had never read a cozy horror. This was my first one, and I adore it.
Make murder cozy.
I can't wait for the next one. So yeah, I'm so excited. And then we have a few recommendations from our fearless leader, Kristen.
Ooh, before we get to those, I want to. You brought up a queer cozy read, and which reminded me that the queer representation with Bryn.
Yes. Oh yes. We should definitely mention that.
That was very, very, like, it was kind of subtly there, but I noticed it so much where in my notes I wrote, Bryn gay? I was like so excited.
Yeah, that made me really excited as well. I got a little teary-eyed, because like this whole book is just great representation for anyone who doesn't fit in, and those of us who don't fit in and are queer. Like, it's just like, it's really nice.
It's the perfect narrow, spicy, queer kind of Stardew Valley.
Yes, absolutely. I love it. I kind of wanted to hear more about Bryn. Like, I thought that would have been like if we could have a story about Bryn, that would be nice.
I'm hoping we might get a book, maybe.
That would be cool if we could get a book about Bryn.
Oh my god! Like, 4th book?
Yeah, why not? That would be amazing. It would be really cool.
Gonna open up her
character. She's outspoken. She's queer. Is she the one? She's the one with like the antlers, right?
Yes.
Because at one point I think they mentioned she had a duck to get through a doorway with her antlers. Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah.
I kind of always. Maybe it's just the way I envisioned her, like obviously like the large antlers, but also kind of small and plump-bodied in my mind.
Yeah, that's how I pictured her too.
It's like the small but very big energy, being like a
yeah. That's how I pictured her that way too. All right, Steve, you can pop up Kristen's Rex now. I immediately added all of these to my TBR because they all looked so good. So apparently the Snowman Killer is part of a series called the Alaska Cozy Mysteries. Yes, please. Who doesn't want that? That sounds amazing. I love cozy mysteries. I love Alaska. And then the Accidental Demon Slayer, she said, has a talking dog. So that also sounds really cute.
Wait, does that say accidental?
Accidental Demon Slayer.
I'm a demon slayer, but
Yeah,
only
the accidental
But it was
demon
by
slayer.
accident. Yeah,
That's immediately because of the title.
Immediately I want to read it because of that. And then Diners, Drive-ins, and Lies.
Okay.
I mean, I love the show Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives. So yeah. And then of course Only the Lonely, which is about Grim Reapers.
Ooh.
And that cover, look at that cover. Look how pretty that is.
It's given New Orleans.
I love it. And then Louisiana Long Shot. I honestly don't know much about it, but it says alligators are no longer the deadliest thing on the bayou. So, yeah.
Right. It's like a Miranda Lambert song if I didn't know any better.
They all look really good.
Screenshot this image. That's going to be my new TBR list.
Right? Well, it'll be up on YouTube for, after we're done. We just leave all our videos up. So it'll be on YouTube. You can come find him again. Or I'll have Steve email you the picture.
Oh, either or. I will absolutely. Where there's a will, there's a way. These will be making it into my personal library.
Right, same. They're all on my TBR now too. Amazing. It looks amazing. All right, thanks, baby. All right. Well, we're almost at the 1 hour mark. Is there anything either of you wanted to talk about the book or other books at all before we go?
Let me run through my notes again. I think we pretty
Your notes
much
cracked me up. You kept sending me screenshots of your notes, and they made me laugh so hard. I loved it. I loved it. We definitely have to do this again because I had so much fun.
Yeah.
So the way that I take notes, I do this with whatever, if I'm going to discuss something, or this is typically how I take my notes, review style. So I've done album reviews and music reviews, and I'll just literally have my notes app, and as I'm listening, I'll literally jot down anything that comes to my brain, and it's usually a very different outcome from what I'll actually end up writing, which will be kind of actually well written for the most part. But before you get this nice, concise article, you get a bunch of chaotic notes that are just, for example, okay, this is cute. Many soft smiling in my department. I see why people enjoy reading romance, I guess. And then I quoted from the book, times have changed. The world has changed. I can change too. The next one says, I want to ride a mer horse with a crying face emoji. And then there's my mer horse and SeaWorld comment.
Yeah.
And then the idea of a Spellshop speakeasy. So cool. It just on and on. It just.
Yeah.
So that's
I love it.
Ooh, Kristen has a really good comment.
Oh, yes, she does. What are you currently reading? She wants to know. What are you guys reading? Steph's going to get a book. Go, Steph, go!
You can do it. I'm very curious now.
All right, Steph, we're ready. Show us.
Okay. I read a lot of genres. My comfort spaces are the romance genre, and then I subgenre wise. I like sports romance and dark rom-coms, which are the lighter side of a dark romance.
Okay.
So I'm currently reading Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer, which is the first book in the Vancouver Storm series.
Okay.
and then I started this last one. Yeah, this is a reread for me, but I didn't own it physically before.
Okay.
Leather and Lords by Bryn
Ooh.
Weaver.
Yeah. That's part of a series, right?
Yeah, it's part of the Ruinous Love trilogy.
Yes, I've heard really good things about that series.
They are so good.
Good. That's amazing. Hannah, are you reading anything right now?
So I actually, as of yesterday, went to the these are like fresh picks from the library as of literally yesterday. So I ordered a book because I'm doing a certain project. So I ordered a book called, and it recently came in, called what's it called? I'm trying to think off the name off the top of my head. Damn it. It's like the punk politics of punk rock. And it talks about the punk rock movement and through politics and protest and that sort of thing. And while I was checking that out, I guess it was taking the librarian a few minutes to figure it out. I was like, I'll be right back. And I went to go look around, and I walked out with another book, which I started reading. And it's called Crying in H Mart, and it's a memoir. This one
I've heard good things about that one.
So did I. Like a couple of years ago, a coworker recommended it to me. So basically, it's written by this girl who's also in a band called Japanese Breakfast. So, and the story is basically about, it's a memoir of her because basically it shows a lot about her growing up, or I've only started reading it. So I can only say what I read in the back cover in the first like chapter or so.
Okay, yeah.
But it talks about like memories growing up a bit, about being like as a Korean American, and also like a lot of things happened with her mom dying from cancer as her music career was like, she was hoping for it to come off and everything was changing for her.
Mm-hmm.
And which leads to why she cries in H Mart. Specifically, because H Mart reminds her of her mom.
Okay.
And like she goes, like, it's so far it's so good. Like I know I just started reading it, but it's already like, I literally started reading it in the library. I had to put it down, and I was like, listen, I'll check it out. I will open this later. I had to stop myself.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds so good though. I hope you really like it, because I've heard such good things.
I will keep you updated.
Thank you. So I'm currently reading, I'm reading 2 books. So I'm reading A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping by Sangu Mandana. I probably said that name wrong. I don't know if I can. I don't know if it's a sort of, maybe. There we go, kind of. Anyway, it's cozy. It's a cozy fantasy book. And I literally just started it because I got it from the library. And it's about it's about this witch who resurrected her great aunt Jasmine from the dead, lost most of her magic, befriended a semi-villainous talking fox, and was exiled from her guild. And now she's helping Jasmine, that great aunt that she resurrected from the dead, run an enchanted inn. So like you, I just started it because I just got it from the library. So it sounds adorable. And then the other book that I'm reading is actually the second book in that series that I recommended, the How to Survive Camping. So it's book number 2, which actually doesn't come out until the end of April, but I got an advance copy of it through NetGalley, which I'm so thankful for. Thank you, NetGalley. And so I'm reading that one now as well. I'm so excited. I know.
We love advanced copies.
Yes, we do. I love it.
I love it until I finish it, and then I realize I can't talk about it.
I know, like, because a lot of them, they don't want you to like post anything about it until like a month or so before. So yeah, that it makes it so hard. And then you realize you have even longer to wait for the next one because
Exactly.
you read this one early.
You read it early, yeah.
But it's great while it happens. It's great while it happens. I love it. Kristen says that she's currently reading Selznick's Girl Friday by Martin Turnbull, 1930s Hollywood and the making of Gone with the Wind.
Oh, Gone with the Wind, so good.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
That sounds interesting.
We want to hear about it when you're done, Kristen, please. We should make our own little Otherworldly Fundraising book club group.
Yeah.
Where we can just talk about what we're reading.
Once in a while, be like, hey, here's an update.
Exactly. All right. And for anyone who's watching, we want to know what you're reading. And if you read the Spellshop, we want to know your thoughts on it as well. So even if you're watching this on a repeat, after we're done being live, we want you to please comment so that we know if you liked it, what you thought about it, if you agreed with any of our opinions. Yeah. That sounds great. We should do this again. I would really like to continue and do another book club later in the year, maybe closer to September. So if you're interested in that, make sure you watch our Facebook page, Otherworldly Fundraising. And we might even do like a poll to see what book everyone wants to read so we can make sure everyone gets involved. That would be really fun.
Come read along with us.
Yes, please. I know we didn't give you a ton of time this time, but next time we'll give you much more time in advance to read the book. Yeah. Anything else from anyone?
No,
Even in the comments? No.
I think that's a wrap.
I think that's it. I think that was the general consensus that we loved the book. Thumbs up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. We love the book. Yeah. All right. Well, we hope to see you all again soon. I had a lot of fun doing this, so I hope everyone has a lot of fun watching it. And I hope you two will join me again when we do another one closer to September, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us for Otherworldly Fundraising. Make sure you like, follow, and comment so you don't miss any of our content. Bye.